E3 is changing. With Sony completely backing out of E3, it is safe to say that there would not be as many games as previous years before. With all that being said though, E3 will still have companies such as Microsoft who might show off their newest hardware, Ubisoft, rumored to announce their subscription model, and Nintendo showing off many first-party titles that will be released throughout the summer and later on this year. These are the top 10 most anticipated games of E3 for 2019, but before we can get into it, there are a couple of disclaimers since this is about E3, so games from Sony would not be on this list. And since the Pokemon Company just had a Pokemon Direct this past Wednesday, I felt like there would be more games to be more anticipated about since they just recently showed off that game, and we might not see that much or even new details about Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. But with all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this list. Number 10. When Doom Eternal was first announced at last year's Bethesda's press conference, there was just a small teaser of an announcement with 2 employees talking about the game. So going into this year's E3, we're bound to see gameplay and even a release date, hopefully. With a fast and gory game like Doom Eternal taking place on Earth, Bethesda will hopefully tell us more about the story that will feed into the lore of Doom. Number 9. I will be honest, when I first saw the announcement and live stream showing off Star Wars Jedi The Fallen Order, I was very disappointed. Both EA and Respawn talked about how out of this world the graphics and story will be for the Star Wars game, but what we got as a trailer was something that seemed average at best. I'm hopeful during EA's livestream they can turn it around and show us that Respawn, the team that made the amazing Titanfall 2 story, can tell an amazing Star Wars story with amazing gameplay to back it up. But only time will tell, and if they fail, honestly, all bets are off for this game.
Trust only in the Force.
Number 8. I loved the original Borderlands when it came out in 2009. I also really enjoyed the sequel in 2012. Now about 7 years later, we get Borderlands 3, and it looks fantastic. With 4 new playable characters, a set of twins as the main antagonists, and many new settings to explore, Borderlands 3 will be the best game to play co-op this year. I'm hoping to see more about the story and what role that all of the past characters play, as well to put the story all together from past to present. I think that's going to be the most interesting since there's a whole bunch of lore and past Borderlands characters that will all come together, hopefully at some point, and hopefully a majority of them alive. Number 7. At the end of the latest Nintendo Direct, when this game was first being showed off, I could not help but felt a little bummed out until they showed some gameplay and the art style, and man, this game looks great. I have never played it on the Game Boy, so I am coming in blind to the overall experience, but everything that I have seen about it, I am intrigued. With E3 right around the corner, I hope they can show us cool features when it comes to the art style and even talk about what made them change it. Number 6. Also announced during Nintendo's latest Direct was a brand new game for Platinum Games called Astro Chains. What we got from the announcement trailer was something truly special. A futuristic world gone into turmoil, and it looks like it is up to 2 protagonists to make it right. With how futuristic and even sci-fi the game looks and feels, it would be keen for Nintendo and Platinum to talk about the story, but more of the gameplay, since for Platinum-owned games, they are the masters of top-tier gameplay.
How foolish. You people are leading all of humanity straight to damnation.
Straight to damnation? You're the terrorist here!
Number 5. For a game that we have seen one announcement trailer for and some glimpses here and there, and having a story featured with Game Informer, The Outer Worlds, Obsidian's latest game, has left me to wonder when it will be coming out. But what I am most anticipated to see is how the RPG mechanics will be. Obsidian, the makers of Fallout New Vegas and many other RPG franchises, know how to make a keen open world RPG game. Something that I'm very interested in seeing more mechanics for. Number 4. At long last, after years of waiting and seeing only one gameplay trailer, in PlayStation's latest State of Play episode, they showed off Final Fantasy VII Remake, and at the very end of the trailer, Square Enix told its fans to see more at E3. Now, of course, there's so many questions to wonder about this game. 1. Will this game be broken down into 3 parts just like Final Fantasy XIII, an idea that they mentioned in the past? 2. Will this game be coming out this generation on PS4 or next generation on the PlayStation 5? And 3. How much of this game has been completed? Almost everything we have seen so far is Midgard, but there are a few missing characters in these trailers. So how much longer will we need to wait for this game? I am hoping all of these questions will be answered.
Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud.
Number 3. CD Projekt Red surely knows how to end a press conference with Microsoft. The amazingly well-detailed trailer left me speechless. Of course, after hearing people go behind closed doors to see a playable gameplay presentation about the game later released to the public, was something that was truly special. Cyberpunk 2077 can truly push both potential of open world games as well as the science fiction genre for gaming. I hope this E3 will be closer to a release date, but if they showed us more gameplay, I would be happy with that. Number 2. Nintendo's not afraid to push back upcoming and anticipating games, and with the constant success of Fire Emblem that it has had in the last decade, I do not blame Nintendo. In the latest Nintendo Direct, we got more of a glimpse of the overall story for Fire Emblem Three Houses, but what I am most anticipated to see is more gameplay, since in the Nintendo Direct, we only got very small and fast-paced cutscenes that showed off gameplay. And what makes Fire Emblem as a franchise is strong gameplay that people can pick up and play. I am also hoping that Nintendo does not dedicate that much time to showing off Fire Emblem Three Houses, since Fire Emblem Three Houses comes out in July, I believe July 28th to be exact. So really trying to dedicate a lot of time to show off more Fire Emblem gameplay or even talk more about the story is not necessary. Spend less than 5 minutes with this game and other Nintendo games that are coming out later on this summer.
Forward, now!
3 territories. 3 houses. Your very own journey. Fire Emblem Three Houses will release on July 26th.
Number 1. There is no surprise that this year is going to be the best year for Nintendo for me. 3 of my most favorite games from Nintendo are coming out this year. The last game that I am most anticipated to see at E3 2019 is none other than Animal Crossing for the Nintendo Switch. We have seen nothing for this game. No gameplay, no new animals, nothing really new, nothing at all. And that is what excites me the most. I am hoping we can see a brand new area where either all the stores are located or even brand new ideas come to life. Also, are we going to be mayor of this town, or is Isabelle going to take the reins and we will be her assistant? I have no idea, but either way, I'm super excited, and I cannot wait to devote hours upon hours, hundreds of hours to my town. And that is all my most anticipated games of E3. Towards the end of next week, after E3, I will be making one long video reviewing each of the press conferences. I hope you all like this video. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell. And until next time, bye!